Imagine hitting 65 and feeling like you're still in your prime, walking with a spring in your step, laughing with friends, and tackling life's challenges with confidence. Sounds like a dream, right? But what if I told you that there are 7 specific things you can do at 65 that prove you're not just aging, you're absolutely winning at life? Hi, this is Healthy Aura, and today we're diving into the 7 abilities that mark you as a champion of health and vitality at 65. These aren't impossible feats reserved for superhumans. They're practical, achievable skills that people around the world, including Japan's longest-living doctors, rely on to thrive well into their later years. Stick with me, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to aim for and how to get there. Let's discover what it takes to truly win at life at 65. First, let's talk about walking with ease. If at 65 you can walk a mile without pain or shortness of breath, you're in an elite group. Walking is the foundation of physical health, and studies show that maintaining mobility is one of the biggest predictors of longevity. In Japan, where centenarians like Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who practiced medicine until 105, are common, daily walking is a way of life. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking, where you can still hold a conversation, strengthens your heart, boosts circulation, and keeps your joints flexible. The trick is consistency. Start with short walks around your neighborhood, maybe with a friend or a podcast to keep it fun. If you're already 65 and can stride confidently for a mile, you're winning. If not, build up gradually. Your body will thank you. Next up is mental sharpness. If you can remember names, solve problems, or learn something new at 65, you're crushing it. Cognitive health is a big deal as we age, and Japan's oldest doctors, like Dr. Makoto Suzuki, who studies Okinawan longevity, swear by keeping their minds active. This doesn't mean you need to be a genius. Can you recall the plot of a book you read last week, or figure out a new app on your phone? That's a win. To keep your brain sharp, try puzzles, reading, or even learning a new hobby like gardening or playing an instrument. Japanese centenarians often engage in community activities or simple games like Go, which keep their minds engaged. Challenge yourself daily with something small, like memorizing a new phone number or trying a cross. If you're doing this at 65, you're way ahead of the game. The third thing is lifting and carrying with strength. If you can carry a bag of groceries or lift a grandchild without straining, you're in fantastic shape. Muscle strength declines with age, but it doesn't have to. In Japan, older adults often stay active through daily tasks like gardening or carrying water, which keeps their muscles engaged. Strength isn't about bench pressing heavy weights. It's about functional fitness. Can you lift a 10-pound bag of rice or climb stairs with a load? That's a victory. To maintain this, try bodyweight exercises like squats or light dumbbell workouts a few times a week. Even simple movements like standing up from a chair without using your hands build strength. If you're 65 and can handle these tasks with ease, you're winning at life. If you're not there yet, start small and be patient. Consistency is key. Let's move to flexibility and balance. If at 65 you can touch your toes, stand on one leg for 20 seconds, or get up from the floor without help, you're a rock star. Falls are a major risk as we age, but good balance and flexibility can prevent them. In Japan, practices like yoga, tai chi, or even daily stretching are common among the elderly, including doctors who live past 100. These activities keep joints limber and improve coordination. Try this. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth to test your balance. If you wobble, don't worry. Practice daily and you'll improve. Stretching for 10 minutes in the morning or joining a gentle yoga class can work wonders. If you're already bending and balancing like a pro at 65, you're setting yourself up for a long, active life. The fifth ability is eating well and enjoying it. If you can savor a balanced meal, Think colorful veggies, lean protein, and whole grains. Without digestive issues or restrictive diets, you're thriving. Japan's oldest doctors, like Dr. Tetsuo Nozaki, who lived to 100, emphasize a diet rich in fish, soybeans, seaweed, and brown rice. These foods, eaten in small portions, fuel the body without overloading it. The Japanese principle of hara-hachi-bu, or eating until 80% full, prevents weight gain and supports digestion. Can you enjoy a meal with friends, taste the flavors, and feel energized afterward? That's a win. To get there, focus on whole foods and limit processed junk. Try adding one Japanese-inspired food like miso soup or grilled mackerel to your week. If you're 65 and eating with joy and balance, you're winning big. Now let's talk about social connection. If at 65 you can maintain strong relationships, whether it's calling a friend, chatting with family, or joining a community group, you're living the good life. Loneliness is a silent killer, but in places like Okinawa, centenarians thrive because they're surrounded by moai, or tight-knit social circles. These connections provide emotional support and reduce stress, which directly impacts health. Dr. Hinohara, the 105-year-old physician, was known for his active social life, even in his 90s. Can you share a laugh with a friend or plan a family dinner? That's a huge victory. If you feel isolated, start small. Join a local club, volunteer, or even chat with a neighbor. At 65, if you're surrounded by people who lift you up, you're not just surviving, you're excelling. The seventh and final thing is having purpose. If at 65 you wake up with a reason to get out of bed, whether it's a hobby, volunteering, or simply tending to your garden, you're winning at life. In Japan, this is called ikigai, or your reason for being. Dr. Yukio Yamori, a cardiologist studying longevity, noted that centenarians often have a sense of purpose, whether it's teaching, creating, or helping others. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It could be painting, writing, or mentoring a young person. Can you name something that excites you each day? If so, you're golden. If not, explore what lights you up. Try new activities or reconnect with old passions. At 65, having purpose is like rocket fuel for your health and happiness. So let's recap these 7 signs you're winning at 65. Walking a mile with ease, staying mentally sharp, lifting and carrying with strength, maintaining flexibility and balance, eating well and enjoying it, staying socially connected, and having a sense of purpose. If you're checking most of these boxes, give yourself a pat on the back. You're thriving. If you're not quite there, don't worry. These are skills you can build with small, consistent steps. Start with 1 or 2, maybe a daily walk or a new hobby, and watch how they transform your life. What makes these 7 things so powerful is that they're interconnected. Walking boosts your mood, which sharpens your mind. Social connections reduce stress, which helps your balance. Eating well fuels your strength, and purpose ties it all together. Japan's oldest doctors don't focus on just one, they weave them into their daily lives. You don't need to live in Japan or overhaul your routine. Pick one area to improve, like adding a 10-minute stretch or calling a friend weekly, and build from there. The key is consistency, not perfection. If you're approaching 65 or already there, know this: age is just a number. These 7 abilities are within your reach, no matter where you're starting. Studies show that lifestyle choices like diet, exercise, and social engagement account for 70–80% of how well we age. Genetics play a role, but your daily habits are the real game changer. Look at Japan's centenarians. They're not superheroes. They're ordinary people who made smart, sustainable choices over decades. You can start today. Here's your challenge. Pick one of these 7 things to focus on this week. Maybe it's walking a bit farther, trying a new brain game, or reaching out to a friend. Track your progress and notice how you feel after 7 days. Small steps compound into big results. If you're already 65 and doing most of these things, share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're winning at life. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on thriving at any age. Until next time, keep moving, stay connected, and live with purpose. Here's to winning at 65 and beyond.